No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
On the set. 3:25.
Pulls and fires complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him, that DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Steps away. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Did didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Brown. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
The short hands, it's Lockett. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Quarterback showing you some resilience. And see here on this drive, he threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And 3 receivers on the left side here on second and short. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Udo. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple. Try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on third and short. They'll give it to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt
hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Collins in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over Miami. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Levin. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he fires! And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody run. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
This is our last chance. This is it. We're counting on you. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. It's all about that teamwork.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got the back in the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's locked. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hugo. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. This quarterback part of their running game. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Man, as a defense, your eyeballs get so big when that QB takes off and runs. And what great effort by the quarterback to lay out, but the defense does a great job getting to him, getting him on the ground, stopping him short.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That's caught. It's Edwards. Crosses to 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Tyson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. That's caught. It's Hamilton. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Tyson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. It's a running route. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it going through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He's got it still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spending because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats. And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. You know this.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was some pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. At the 45 on his way. He was off to the races and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He wants to change this route. Bring in the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add more.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Miami. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. He's locked it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Johnson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about. It's his legs, too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Looking to scramble. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Here comes the heat. Looking to the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now facing a third and long. The snap sets up the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking through a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Now rolling to the left. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 15 seconds left. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, it's scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team.